Hey, this is Elizabeth Potts Weinstein. I want to share with you guys a little bit today about hand analysis. Getting your hands read is something that I've added as a bonus extra to the 18 Days to Live Your Truth email coaching upgrade, as well as to the live event that I do here in San Francisco, the Live Your Truth Adventure. So I want to share a little bit about what hand analysis has done for me, both personally as well as in my business, and why I've started adding it to my practice. So when I first heard of hand analysis, I thought it was just another one of these woo-woo things like astrology and numerology and things that I think is interesting, but I don't quite believe in. And then I did a lot more research on it, got my hands read by a couple different people, also read my own hands using Richard Unger's book, Life Prints. Number one, always consistent. Every time I've had my fingerprints read, it's always been consistent, including when I did it myself. But also, every time the information that I learned, as well as everyone I've ever met who has had their hands read, including people who had it read at the last Live Your Truth adventure, it was so profoundly accurate. I mean, just almost to the point of being hilarious. That, oh my God, of course, this is my life lesson. Of course, this is my life purpose. Of course, it's the school of what things I'm learning about here on this earth. And I'm going to explain a little bit, which it has been so profound for the things that have been going wrong and where I've been stuck in my life, as well as the people who I've shared about this with in my practice. So the idea behind hand analysis is that we're not predicting the future. It's not like the thing that you get at the fair. They're trying to tell you, a beautiful, dark man is going to come into your life or any of this. It's about what your soul is here on this earth to do. So the idea is that when you were a fetus and your soul came into your body, that's when your fingerprints were imprinted on your hands. Fingerprints actually don't come from your genes. Identical twins have different fingerprints. They're not genetic. Fingerprints come from some other reason, and the theory behind this is that they come from your soul, and your soul is imprinting on your fingertips what it's here on this earth to do. And as you probably know, your fingerprints stay the same over the course of your entire life. So you can read someone's hands who's 5 years old or someone who's 95, and they're going to have the same life school, the same life purpose, the same life lesson. So what I found for me with both the life school, the life purpose, and the life lesson is that they've shown me where I'm stuck, where I get stuck over and over and over and over again. What are the themes that keep coming up in my life, where I'm sabotaging myself, as well as what I'm here to teach, what I'm here to do, from a very kind of high-level theme perspective. My school is a school of service, so there it's about understanding the difference and living the difference between service and servitude, between giving from the overflow versus giving from resentment. My life purpose is the big shot. This is about being the leader and the doer. There's also a lot of matriarchness in that. And I've been told it's the emphasis is more on and which makes sense for my fingerprints, is more on being the leader. So this is the big shot is very much the energy of someone who is a president of something, a CEO, who is the leader of a movement, which is where I put myself. A lot of times people who don't come into this until they're in their 40s, because it takes a long time to get ready to be the big shot. And I definitely feel that. I've fought it for a very long time, even though I end up being the leader of like every organization I've ever been in. So I have to be very careful about what I join. Being the big shot means that's the theme of my life, that I am meant to be the leader of something, and I need to step up to do that. My life lesson, I actually have 2 life lessons. One of them aren't I lucky? One of them is self-worth. What's my value? Interestingly, the flip side of that is being a coach and a mentor. My other life lesson is emotional authenticity. Having the courage to be naked and be vulnerable and know that people will still love me. And that's the flip side of love. And as you may have already guessed, for those of you who have followed me for a while, those are the exact things I'm here to teach. About, what is my value? I do have value. Flipping side of that is being the coach and the mentor, and that's where my greatest strength is. Same thing with being emotional authenticity, and being the flip side of love. Both of those things, by harnessing that life lesson, and the life lesson isn't something that you like learn and then you're done. It's like your life lesson, so it's your life. How long are we learning that? But it is where the power is. Every time I learn that lesson, I can turn around and teach it. And even though I feel it, to me, I don't feel like an expert in it, fundamentally, it's the thing I'm the most expert in. It's the thing my soul is here learning. And as such, it's the thing that my soul is very expert in being able to teach, because I learn it every single day. There's also another set of things that can be found in your hands. Actually, there's a whole bunch of other things. But another set of things that I've been working with people on, which is there are gift markers that can be in your hands or on your fingerprints that are, don't think of gift markers as actually necessarily being something good or indicative of which gifts you have, because you may have gifts that aren't marked on your hands. A gift marker is on your hands because your soul is saying to you, you have a gift that you're not using. It's like a message from your soul, that your soul is like frustrated with you that you're not using a gift. And so what your soul does is puts these gift markers in your hands to remind you to use your damn gift. And those markers can come and go. And that's what I mean, is if you're actually going out and living it every day, they might disappear from your hands. I have a double gift marker for in the spotlight, which when I had my hands read, Beth Davis was the person who found that double gift marker. She said that not only do I need to be in the spotlight, do I need to have a stage and people that I'm speaking to in some sense, but I need to have a spotlight every single day. And if I don't, I will be cosmically penalized. Yay. I also have a gift markers down on the bottom of my hands, which is called the hospice worker. This is about being, I'm able to be okay with people's darkness. And it's interesting when that was found, it completely resonated with me that, yeah, people tell me their dark stuff all the time, and they always have. And I don't know why people are okay with doing that, or how they know that it'll be okay. But things don't faze me. And I've also had experiences in my life, especially in the last year and a half, of almost literally the hospice worker stuff. And one of the issues with the hospice worker is not only do I need to actually go do that, deal with people's darkness, which is I actually do that and live your truth all the time. But I need to give myself space to do that. After Gracie was in the hospital with her brain tumor, I mean, she completely recovered and was like completely fine in just a few weeks. I was screwed up for months, and I was very upset that I was screwed up for that long, but it totally makes sense. As someone who has the gift of hospice worker, because I feel things so deeply and I go so deeply with myself and with other people, that means that I have to give myself tons of space and energy to recover, to come out, or I'll get incredibly depressed. And messed up because I've gone so deep and haven't given myself space to come back out. So why I've added hand analysis to my practice is that it has been so valuable in confirming what things that we've already found. At the last Live Your Truth adventure, we did the hand analysis portion about 2/3 of the way through the weekend. And it was amazing to confirm the stuff that we had already found. We had talked so much and gone through all these things, and we found, oh my God, this is exactly what we've been talking about for the last day and a half. Confirmed from a completely independent source. And giving more clarity on what the real issues are. What gift markers you have, what things are in your fingerprints, what your life lesson is. It gives a lot of clarity upon what things should you be here. Are you here to teach? What things are the issues for you? And how you need to go about dealing with them. So again, this is Elizabeth Potts Weinstein. If you have any questions about hand analysis, If you're thinking about coming to an 18 Days to Live Your Truth the e-course or to Live Your Truth adventure, and you want to know about either of those in general or specifically about the handout analysis stuff, please go ahead and leave me a message below, or you can email me directly at elizabeth@elizabethpw.com. Thanks a lot, you guys. Bye-bye.